We're back at Gary's Sega Arcade Mr. Outrun. This time I'm going to try some of the sequels to Outrun because they're pretty awesome. I am definitely going to be trying this one, which is Turbo OutRun, where you get to go a bit faster, and I think you get to select the cars. That's a big difference with the sequels to the original Outruns. You get to choose your car, but he's also got Outrun 2 Special Tours, and this is a different format altogether. So you get to choose your cars. They've got a full raft of Ferraris to choose from because they had the license to use Ferraris, which is pretty amazing. So you get the F50, you get the Enzo, some really cool stuff. 2004, so a lot has changed in the technology, in the screens, in the software, in the feedback, in the steering. So it's a completely different game. And you can do links, so I can actually take on Mr. Outrun and see if I can finally beat him. My nemesis, who completely thrashed me. Not surprisingly, because he has got the world record on Outrun. But this is different gravy, and I'm hoping that my drifting skills might be a match for him. Find out, Gary. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
Yeah, you've been practicing, because I know you like.
I practice every day.
How good are you at this? Because this is different, isn't it? It's like, I think this is a very different style
I don't
of
play
driving.
it as much as I play the original Outrun. I love it as much. In all honesty, it's probably a better game. As good as it is playing it singular, the real fun with this game is play it against each other.
Yeah.
So that's where the real fun is.
Well, without further ado then, let's do this.
Best man wins.
Good luck. I wouldn't like to put you to shame in your own home, but I've got a rep to protect. Take you down. I take you down, Gary. Okay, I'm ready. Are you ready? Yellow button?
Yep.
Player 2, I'm in yellow. What car are you going for?
I'm gonna go F50.
You've got to, haven't you?
What are you going?
F50. Got to have the F50. F50's a monster. All right, select car. F50. 100%. What are you going, manual?
I'm going auto.
Auto. Is auto better?
Yeah, I'm going 80s music as well.
Keep your heart. So what's the aim of the game with this? Is it speed or is there a bit of sliding involved?
Drive it like you stole it.
Fair enough. All right, let's get the revs up. Oh, I made a bad start. Okay. Oh, it's got some heft in the steering, hasn't it? It's got a bit of steering weight, a bit of torque. So it's quite a cool course. So this looks like we've gone to America. I'm catching you, Gary.
Ben, I'm going to drag you down the hard route.
So does the
scenery's better.
If you're running in second, does it give you more speed? Is it
Yeah,
one of those?
you
quite
get
arcadey.
you get quite a large speed increase if you're second. Keeps it competitive right to the end.
Oh, look at the sliding! Come on! The Drift King is back. My girlfriend's really happy about it. But I'm catching you.
You are.
That's me on your bumper.
Oh
Gary.
yeah, just ran me off the road. Ben.
Yeah, I did.
Oh.
I do tend
Typical
to do that.
Stig.
I love this. So they've made the drifting super easy. So from the feel of it, it's all about feathering the throttle to keep some speed going through the turn. Is that right? As you go sideways, and all you do is just dip the brake and it goes sideways. No handbrake needed. You're quite fast. I'm glad I've got a bit of assistance from the arcadey. I mean, does it make a difference what car you're in, or do they all handle the same?
Yeah, you know, each one's different, feels different, the weight of the steering's different, handling's different.
But is there one that's faster?
The Enzo.
Enzo is the fastest?
Yeah.
You just weren't feeling like it today. Got to love an F50 though, open top.
Yeah, definitely.
So is this like a linear game, or as in, is it a lap, or is it just, are we driving to an end checkpoint?
Yeah, you're going to an end checkpoint.
Okay, so similar
like on
format to the
Outrun,
original.
each course, each ending is different depending on which route you take.
Jeez, this is like Bathurst.
Bad that corner, innit?
You're having some trouble with traffic there, Gary.
Yeah.
I'm having some trouble getting traction. I think my tyres are a bit worn. What is the secret to keeping more speed when you're sliding in this thing?
Just feather the throttle and just, you know, play with the steering. You can make it dance like the 458, which hopefully we get a 458 on Outrun 3.
I'm on your tail, Gary. Right, how long is it to the end, so I know how to time my run on you?
We are 1.5 courses away from the end.
You're quite good at this. It's quite annoying. Oh no, I think I've killed my girlfriend. And I've changed my point of view. Brilliant. We seem to be in the jungle. This is like sort of Donkey Kong version of Outrun. It's a long game, isn't it?
Yeah.
So how much was this for a go back in the day?
£1.
A quid. It was a quid.
It was a quid.
You do feel like a bit of a legend in this, don't you?
Yeah.
And the steering is heavy. After a few, corners, you start to get, your hands are starting to get a good workout. It's a motorhome on the track. Get out of there. There's a flying unicorn. Is that, am I seeing
Pegasus.
things? Come on, Ben. This is my moment to beat the world record holder. I feel it coming. Yes, he's crashed.
Pressure.
He's off. Right, is this near the end? Because I could get lucky here.
Yeah.
Gary, how long have I got? How long have I got?
We're nearly there. We're in New York. This is the end.
Is it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The pressure.
I can see
I feel the pressure.
I can see you.
Beautifully taken, Ben. Beautiful work. past the Statue of Liberty.
Slipstream,
Come on!
slipstream.
No! Yes!
Yeah! Beat me.
I felt that you were a bit unlucky there. You were a
Yeah.
bit unlucky to crash out, but you didn't throw that for me, did you?
No, definitely not.
Great. That has boosted the confidence. It's after the, well, I got slaughtered really on the original outrun, but that's amazing. It's really cool. The graphics are awesome. The feedback in the wheel, it's really, but they built that drift beautifully to be able to just jump in and have a go, haven't they?
But all the DNA of Outrun's still there.
Yeah. So this is also Suzuki and his team.
Yeah.
Even after that 18-year gap. That's amazing. Love it. You've got it all in one place. So lucky. Fantastic. All right, that was good. Off to a good start. So I'm going to have to go on Outrun Turbo because that's legendary. So that's the sort of the main sequel to the Outrun game. And you get boost and you get to drive the F40. So Turbo OutRun, 1989, 3 years after the original Outrun came out, and turbocharging had really come to the fore. So this is the F40. So I love this whole cab, this whole thing. It's built like sort of full-on arcade game. You can sit inside it and feel like you're driving an F40. So I love all the paraphernalia, decals, to make you feel like you're ensconced in a Ferrari. And this quite cool thing with this is that it's competitive. So there's another car racing against you. You've got the Porsche 959 that is the bugbear of your life as you're ripping it around in the F40. But the whole detail looks really great. You do see a lot more meat to this than the stand-up arcade. Star Wars also did a full-on cockpit arcade with Obi-Wan Kenobi in your ear, wishing you good luck and use the Force and all those good things. So this is kind of in that mold. You just feel like you're much more inside a real car. Super exciting. And this one's obviously had a fair amount of use. Been a lot of happy people jumping in and out of this one. Here comes one more. Let's climb into the Fezzer. Yeah, she's quite small. Oh, this is cool. It feels like a real Ferrari. Press that twice. Map of America. That's one of the big differences with this game is the original Outrun was all set across Europe. The Americans wanted in on the action. The brilliant part about the original Outrun though is it appealed to everybody. So whether you're playing it in Japan or in Europe or in America, everybody loved it. It was the biggest game that Sega had done. It was a huge success. So following on from that, it's quite a tough act to follow, but I think this one will probably nail it. I'm gonna go for manual because I'm feeling brave. I've got my girlfriend with me and we're off. And I've got that lovely Porsche running alongside me, but I've blown him away already. Cool thing here is on the Speedo and the tacho, you've got your Ferrari logo, quite tight by comparison to the original Outrun. Light steering wheel, so very similar in feel. Cheeky Porsches trying to get in the way. And you've got rain effect, so the surface changes. You've got snow in the Alps, or wherever we are, sorry, Colorado I should say, and you've got water on the road, cones, dust, sand, so the conditions are a bit more variable. Now there is a unicorn version of this cab that is the white Porsche, and they're extremely sought after and very, very expensive. But it's just really cool, because it's a big difference really, having that ghost car that's kind of nagging away at you. Oh, now I've got police as well. Just remembered, of course, I have got the key feature of this car, which I've not used yet, which is the turbo button on my thumb. I think this could be the time to deploy it. Oh wow, oh wow, look at that, flames out the exhaust. I timed that badly, and I've spun on the rain, and I've destroyed and wrecked a Porsche. Cool crash damage. Have I got another boost ready? Let's hit it. Bosh, great, again, I've timed that really badly, boosting my turbo into a snowfield. Quite tricky to see. Porsche has got some backup buddies. It's quite cool. Handling is quite twitchy. The traffic is not as severe. So in a way you can see why this arcade wasn't as beloved and revered as the original Outrun, because it's just a little bit, I'm gonna say rough around the edges, but slightly dumbed down. And because the other cars don't impact on you in the same way, the skill level is a bit different. It's just not as gnarly. But it's fun, really fun. And if you're a huge Outrun fan, it's great just to have a game that's similar to the thing that you love, but slightly tweaked, which this is. And some different music. Oh, I did manage to flip it over. I didn't catch fire though. Crazy graphics. All right, let's use that turbo to get me going after I've shunted. Hopefully there's no more rain. I managed to finally time it half well, spinning across the desert. Come on, Ben. I love the way that the car takes off over the bumps. It's a bit more forgiving in traffic than the original Outrun, but the course is quite tricky. It's quite tight and narrow and much harder to predict. Weirdly, you can't see as far ahead in this game. I'm not trying to make excuses. I'm rubbish at both, basically. I find this one is just a bit harder to predict, even harder than the original Outrun, but in a weird way. You had more long distance vision with the graphics on the first game, but this is definitely a coin gobbler. So you can buy your way to victory, which you can't do on the first one. It's good. It's good. It's not as good as the original game, I don't think. I think that one's more addictive because you have to try and you feel you've got to try and achieve that high score. Whereas this, you can kind of cheat by just paying extra to get through different stages, but still love it. Love the detail, love the cab, and love the fact that I'm driving an F40. But there's more to try in Gary's lair. Mr. Outrun has one more special room. In here, he keeps some very juicy stuff indeed. So after Turbo Outrun, there was Outrunners. There's a kind of character in here that looks a bit like Wreck-It Ralph. This one's quite different. It's quite fun, but I don't know, it's a little bit kiddie. But he's got a really serious piece of kit here, super rare. This is the prototype Outrun 2. This thing is, well, it's like a rocking horse turd. You're not gonna find one. Super unique. He's fully restored this thing. There weren't many, I think there's only about 2 in existence. He's got one of them. So this is the first official Outrun 2. You had Turbo Outrun that came out in the 80s, 89, 1993 for Outrunners, and then this one came out in 2003. Completely different package with really sort of visceral screen, force feedback handling, and really cool styling. On this prototype, a lot of this got changed later on. I'm gonna get Gary to explain it in full, but you've got a really usable bit of kit here. So you can lean on this rear wing, which is quite cool. The pedals are a bit funky. It's kind of like a forklift because they go up and down, but the whole package is pretty sweet, and you get to choose your cars and your music. The thing I love about what Gary's done is he's basically saving these machines. A lot of these were gone derelict. They'd just be rotting in a barn or just forgotten about, basically. Particularly this one. Gary, can you tell me about this machine? Because you found this, didn't you? It was going to go to rack and
Well,
roll.
it actually found me, like most of them do. A guy contacted me from the Lake District and said his father used to be an operator and that he had an Outrun and would I be interested in it? I said, well, if you can send me some pictures. He sent me the pictures. I forwarded them on to an expert about Sega machines and he told me it was one of the rare Outrun 2 upright prototypes made by Sega.
So what's unique about this one?
Basically, they did away with all this seat spoiler, they did away with the sub woofer.
So Outrun 2 never had one of these?
Not the upright.
Okay.
No, the pedals became part of the cabinet,
Yeah.
and the artwork changed. So what makes this a prototype? Because a lot of people, what they do is they get an 18-wheeler and they convert it into this.
An 18-wheeler?
18-wheeler was a
game?
truck driving game.
Oh, right,
yeah,
okay.
so you had a big American Mack truck.
Yeah.
So they convert them into this. And the difference between those conversions and these prototypes is the things I've mentioned, and the artwork's unique. It all has the Sega codes on.
But it's brilliant because it's like an extended indicator light, and this is like sitting on the rear wing.
Yeah.
Super cool.
Yeah.
It's a shame they got rid of it because it fits. The
Yeah.
ergonomics are really good.
It's cool, it's rare, and it's available.
Is it?
Yeah.
He's always a salesman. All right, cool. So to get this fired up, do I need to press any magic buttons, or is it just hit the start button? So there's a very excited man on the side of the track doing the start. This is it. Here we go. Bit of left foot braking. So Gary, was this working when you got it?
No, it was totally derelict. It had been in his father's garage for about 15 years.
Yeah.
And it needed a new Hero, which is basically the game board it runs on.
Yeah.
And the monitor was shot, so sourced the original monitor for the machine, resprayed her, cleaned her up, and she's fully working now.
You feel like a proper hero in this, and the passenger's really getting stuck in. This reminds me of Ridge Racer. Do you ever play that?
Yeah.
That's one of my faves. That's PlayStation, wasn't it? What's amazing with the arcades is they had a massive lead on home video games, didn't they, for such a long time, until now you can have at home practically Formula One simulator.
Yeah, that was the draw of the arcade. The best version was always in the arcade.
It's a shame, because it was a lot of fun. I mean, apart from having to line up and wait for the person in front to crash out and lose their money.
That's it. Now when you go to arcades, it's all ticket redemption machines. There's nothing worth playing.
It's soulless.
Yeah.
You need these. I love it. The scale of it, I think, is just, there's something grand about these games that makes them, I don't know, they just do have a soul, don't they? And a real presence that makes you want to come back.
I think that's down to the development and the people that made them. You get a generic racing game on a console, there's just, like you said, there's no soul in it.
This does make you feel like a drifting god. It's amazing what they can do with the software, and how, because obviously this is arcade, so you can get away with murder in terms of realism, but it doesn't half make it playable. So this has got a sequential gearbox.
Yeah.
Do you go fast? If you use manual, is it faster?
No, it probably costs you more time.
Okay. I don't know where this is set. Where is Outrun 2 set? Is it Europe again, or is it a mix of Europe and America?
Yeah.
Oh no, crashed out. All right, I need some practice on that. Brilliant though.
Yeah.
it just looks mint. So the steering's kind of got a spring behind it, hasn't it? To give it a weight.
Loaded,
But it's not really.
It hasn't got force feedback now.
Okay.
So like the original OutRun, it just has springs that recenter it.
Yeah. The one after this is Special Tours, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, and that has got force feedback, hasn't it?
Yeah.
And is there an edition of these that came with a motion rig in it as well?
Yeah, that was the super deluxe version,
Yeah.
and that came with air ride.
It's the only one you haven't got.
It's massive. I could probably get 2 in here.
You could go up.
Build
up, just raise the roof.
Did you know somebody actually offered me one about a month ago?
Are you tempted?
It's all down to price.
Okay.
I don't know where I'm going to put it, but
That could be in the next video.
never say never.
Yeah. Gary, thank you for letting me drive these amazing machines.
You're welcome.
Absolutely awesome. Are you going to try and keep these?
No.
No?
No, everything's for sale.
Everything's for sale.
At the right price.
Well, you should keep a few, because Outrun I think is about to get a lot more popular, because I just read that Michael Bay might be making a movie about Outrun.
Really?
So we could all be hearing a lot more about these. So yeah,
Maybe I should keep hold of
I think
them.
you probably ought to. Guys, thank you for watching. Thank you to Gary for letting me drive these things. And yeah, let's keep our eye on Outrun, and I'll keep practicing, because I do want to beat him one day at some of these. Stay tuned. Let me know what we should feature next. I love an old arcade game. If you've got something you think is really cool, let me know in the comments, and we'll get stuck in. Thanks for watching.